Welcome dear student on my channel. So today we'll see about the study of VS of anatropous ovule through a permanent slide or the relevant chart. Okay. So in exam time you will get the one particular chart of the VS of ovule. So what the diagram you observe in this, we can observe the different parts of the VS of anatropous ovule. This diagram is there in your practical book. Okay. You can observe that the micropyle is present, chalaza is present, funicle is present. Okay. In the center you observe the embryo sac, which is a 7-cell 8-nucleated embryo sac is present. Surrounding to this, the nucellus, which is a nutritive tissue, is present. Okay. New two integuments are there. Okay, which show the small opening, that is called micropyle. Raphe is there, as well as the hilum is there. This is all these parts you can observe properly. Okay. Next to this, we'll see about the how the actual flower it looks. This is about the flower. Longitudinal section is taken. Okay, in that ovary, inside the ovary, ovule also you can watch properly. Next picture is there. This is about the flower. So calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium, thalamus, everything you can watch in this. Stigma is there, style is there, ovary is there. So inside the ovary, ovules are present. Now in this, the longitudinal section is taken. Inside the ovary, we can watch the number of the ovules which are attached to the axis. Here also you can watch the ovules. Here how the ovules are attached to the main placenta, central axis of the flower. Here the ovule convert to form the seed. So this is about the pea seed. Pea fruit is there, in which you can observe the seeds how they are attached to the main placenta. Here seed of the groundnut seeds are there. Here also ovules develop. Here the ovule, which is a inverted type, upside down it is shown. Here the what diagram you have in your textbook. With the help of that also we can learn. Here you can watch the 4 types of the ovules. First one is the orthotropous ovule, which is a straight ovule. Second one is the circinotropous. Third one is there C, which is a anatropous ovule. What you have to learn here in your textbook. Here you can observe that it is a permanent slide is there, transverse section inside that ovule you can observe. Now here more enlarged part is there, permanent slide. This may be there in the exam time or some like that photograph. Here you have to identify and you have to write about the parts of the same. Yes, now we'll see about the answers for this practical, that is the study of VS of anatropous ovule through a permanent slide or the relevant chart. So in exam time, either the chart will be given with the diagram like that without a labels, means there will be no label, only the diagram will be there. Okay, and that you have to identify and then you have to write the characteristics of the same. Okay, so here this diagram you have to draw in this place. I have made one video about the how to draw VS of anatropous ovule. Okay, within 2 minutes you can watch that video and you can draw the diagram easily with the help of this video. Now what is asked in this, comment on the special features of anatropous ovule and embryo sac. Ovule in the angiosperm is an anatropous type in which micropyle, chalaza and funicle are not in one straight line. So here if you observe that in this diagram, here the micropyle is here, chalaza here and the funicle is here. They are not in the straight line. In case of orthotropous ovule, they are in the straight line. So it is a what straight ovule is that, but here the ovule is a bent is it is. And the integuments run parallel to the funicle. So here this what the integuments are there. These both integuments are there which are running parallel to this particular funicle. Okay, so both are parallel. It is also called as an inverted ovule. So if you observe that this ovule is inverted like that. It is most common type of angiosperm. So here in case of the angiosperm, what we observe here, it is a most common type. Most of the plants which shows this type of the anatropous ovule. What we observe in this embryo sac? In the embryo sac, we observe that here embryo sac is a monosporic. Mono means what? Single. One megaspore. From one megaspore it is produced. It is a female gametophyte. It is 8-nucleated and 7-cell structure. So here in this diagram, if you observe that the total nuclei are there, which are total 8. And cells, this one considered as a single cell and remaining 3 and 3. So total 7-cell structure and 8-nucleated structure. 8 nuclei were, just now I said here, 3 in the egg apparatus, 3 in the antipodal cells, 2 in the polar nuclei. While 7 cell means what? 3 cells of the egg apparatus, 3 cells of the antipodal as well as 1 secondary cell which is formed by what? Which is formed by the fusion of 2 polar cells. Here we can observe that here just now I said it is a 7 cell. So which are the 7 cell? 1, 2, 3. of the egg apparatus. Then antipodals, here 1, 2, 3, so total 6. And this fusion of these 2 together, so that's why here total 7 cell structure is there, and 8 nuclei. Just now I said here 2 nuclei are there, which are of the polar nuclei, and these 3 nuclei which are of the egg apparatus, 3 nuclei of the antipodal, so total 8 nuclei are there. Now we'll see the next answers of the questions. What is ovule? It is a female reproductive part, consists of egg cell, and after fertilization ovule develops to form the seed. So inside the ovary, ovule is present, ovary developed from the fruit, and ovule developed to form the seed. Next question is asked here, that is about the enlist the functions of micropyle prior to fertilization and after fertilization in the ovule of angiosperm. So in case of angiospermic ovule, micropyle is there, is what? It is a narrow opening at the apex of ovule. Prior to fertilization, it provides entry for pollen tube. So pollen tube enter through this micropyle. If you observe that through this here the micropyle, the pollen tube enter. So it provides the entry to the pollen tube. After fertilization, once the ovule develops to form a seed. After fertilization, ovule develops from seed. During the germination of the seed, it provides the exit for radicle. So small pore is there. Where the micropyle is present, there is a small pore. So that particular pore is there which provides the exit for the radicle when the seed gets germinated. Next question, what is the double fertilization? Double means two, twice. So it is a complex mechanism in angiosperms. The specialty about the angiospermic plant. It involves 2 male gametes in which one fertilizes the egg cell to form diploid zygote and other fuses with the diploid secondary cell nucleus to form a triploid endosperm. So here one particular male gamete is there which fuses with the egg, and then it forms what? It forms a diploid zygote. While the other male gamete is there which fuses with this secondary nucleus, and then this forms what? Triploid fusion. That latter developed from the endosperm. Next, give functions of following. First one, integuments. So integuments are what? They are protecting, covering, encloses the nucellus. So here if you observe that these integuments from both the sides, they are protecting this nucellus, okay, which provides a covering. Nucellus. So what is a nucellus? It provides a nourishment to developing embryo. Once the egg is get fertilized, it forms a zygote, and from the zygote then the embryo is get developed. So during the development, this particular nucellus is there surrounding to this, which gives the nourishment to this here developing embryo. Funicle. What is a funicle? It is a stalk which attaches the ovule to the placenta. So here in the diagram, if you observe that, in the diagram I already showed this, how this seed is attached to the placenta, seed which is formed by what? By the ovule. So this funicle is there, it is a stalk. With the help of this stalk, here the placenta is present, it is attached to the placenta. Synergid cells. It guides the pollen tube towards the egg cell. So during fertilization, these synergids are there. Once the pollen tube enter here, they goes first in the synergid, and then it get break open to release the male gametes. So this is what the function of the synergid. Antipodals. So antipodal cells, it gives the nourishment to developing embryo. So here these antipodal cells are there which is providing nourishment when the embryos get developed here. Now we'll see the difference between the female and the male gametophyte in the angiospermic plant. So female gametophyte what? It is a embryo sac. Male gametophyte. So what is a male gametophyte? Once the pollen grain germinate, it produces a pollen tube, and inside that the male gamete and the cytoplasm is present. That is called as a male gametophyte. So female gametophyte, how it is? It is a 7-cell, 8-nucleated structure. While male gametophyte, where it is a 3-cell structure, it is of 3-cell structure. 1 tube nucleus and 2 male gametes are there. Female gametophyte, it provides the female gametes, while male gametophyte produces the male gametes. Female gametophyte, it derives from the megaspore, while male gametophyte, which derives from the microspore. Female gametophyte produces a seed after the fertilization, while here male gametophyte which degenerate after the fertilization. So this is the difference. Now we'll see what to write in the board exam for getting the 1 mark for this particular spot. So on that particular spot, either the one particular permanent slide will be there under the microscope, or the one laminated photograph will be there of this ovule. So this way the ovule will be there, okay, without the label. So you have to identify that, just now I said. So suppose this ovule is there, what we'll write here? We'll write the VS of Anatropous ovule. What is meant by VS? VS means the vertical section. So vertical section is taken to that particular ovule. Okay, so that is a Anatropous ovule. Then you have to write, for this you will get half mark. And then you have to write 3 to 4 characteristics of which is if you feel easy, that you just by heart and you can write for getting the half mark. First, micropyle, chalaza, funicle are not in the straight line. So that just now we have discussed. Integuments run parallel to funicle. Second point. It shows two main parts, one that is a body and other is a funicle. So body, this portion is there, this portion is called as a body, and the stalk which is called as a funicle. Body is there which shows a chalaza, integuments, nucellus, embryo sac and micropyle. So here in this diagram you can watch here, this is a body is there, what it shows a micropyle, chalaza, these two integuments, nucellus and embryo sac inside. While the stalk is there, so stalk means that is a funicle. Embryo sac is a 7-celled and 8 nucleated structure, so that just now we have discussed. Funicle is a stalk of the ovule which attaches the ovule to placenta, that also we have discussed. It is called as an inverted ovule. Okay, so these are what the characteristics are there about that particular Anatropous ovule. By heart at least 3 to 4 characteristics for getting the half mark. Okay, so why to by heart 3 to 4? Because 2 should be correct. And suppose by mistakenly if the one more if you are written, if it is a wrong, then you will not lose the marks because 2 characters are the correct for the half mark. Okay, so whatever the characteristics what we have discussed for getting 1 mark. Okay, thank you. If you like my channel, subscribe and share with your friends so that everyone will get the benefit of the same. Thank you.